your one superpower and your kryptonite.
Me first?
Yeah.
Alright. So my superpower would be to be able to alter people's mind thought process. Change their minds, whatever.
Oh.
Like I guess it's like a Jedi but like on steroids. There's no like weak. Well, unless that's the kryptonite, but
These are the bots you're looking for.
yeah. And that works with everybody. On everybody.
Does it work with animals?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. That'd be cool.
The way you neutralize that is you have to titty twist this guy right here.
titty twisting it.
What happens if you like? Do you just like fall down? Like what?
Now your power just don't work.
So we just grab him like no.
Once you get
Nah. It is, you know how like Superman, you pull out the kryptonite, he's like, oh, you know, he like crumbles.
Yeah. So once you
like
start
that,
titty twisting,
like
you
a
go
titty
down.
twister, you start crumbling. Like,
It's like an Achilles heel.
You're outside of this building. The United States military CIA is gonna guide you through it, and you're walking through, and there's all these like cages and doors and shit. And you walk to this one see-through door.
And it's Red Hawk all tied up with his arms and his legs. It's just like this titty twisting machine. We have to keep him in a perpetual state of titty twister.
Like robot arms.
His titties need to be perpetually twisted. So as we can't use his powers on him.
Or he has.
So that's like equipped the Magneto in a plastic box.
Like the
Imagine they have
like
cold metal
the
robot
Morty's
hands.
getting the things on the ribs.
Cold metal. It's just cold. It's like a doctor.
Yeah,
Cold
because
hands.
you know when it's cold, it makes them
Yeah.
solid.
Or it's like some kind of vest.
Red Hawk is neutralized in super secret government facility, perpetually nip twisted.
By a nipple twisting robot.
All right, Tlanescoyo, what's your superpower?
My superpower would be to instantly teleport anywhere I want, even in space. I could go and be in space and chill.
Yeah, you're gonna die. You teleport in space and like.
No, but I'm like, you know,
Dead.
like, it's part of the power is like I could like, you know, like I don't need oxygen to
Two
breathe.
different powers though. It's two different powers.
I don't know.
Wait,
I don't
wait.
know.
Okay, well, let's hear the kryptonite.
Okay, let her explain and I'll fucking keep going.
What?
Explain.
Yeah, or you said that you couldn't breathe
So,
up there?
So
Yeah,
then
you
you're invincible?
don't need air to like stay alive, you know? No. Just those things. Like,
That's two things.
Like, okay, what if you like teleport into a volcano?
why would I teleport to a volcano?
Why would you teleport into space?
Because like
Is this-
space is getting away.
They're both just as deadly.
Yeah.
All right. So then anywhere on Earth, I don't know. I want to go to like other planets, you know?
Yeah, that would kill you.
See, like, so I heard this guy talk about time travel, and he said time travel is absolutely real, and the government knows how to do it, and they've done it before. The problem is that everybody that they sent into time dies a heinous, gruesome death instantly, and the reason why is because time is space, and space is time, and when you're on Earth, you're not stationary in space traveling around the sun.
You're
right?
moving.
The sun is moving and the earth is moving, and as it's moving through space, when you travel through time, you travel back in time on the linear path that Earth, of the trajectory of Earth. So when you travel through time, you go back and then poof, you're just in empty space and you just fucking die immediately. And that's what's gonna happen to you when you fucking you're fucking poof into space and you're like, oh.
In other words, when they send people back physically.
Yeah. And they die immediately because they're just stuck in.
They go where Earth is not
anymore.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would have worked technically. If there's
so it kind of like
quantum physics.
It has to. It has to go back kind of like latitude and longitude, right? Like a specific coordination that you have to have along with like.
But you would also have to send the Earth back with you.
Yeah.
And if you send the Earth back with you, but not the sun.
Oh shit! You just send the whole universe back with you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wow.
You'd have to get the entire universe to move back in time with you. But if you enter into a time machine or something like that, it's only you. Only you're going back in time. It's
well, I think time travel is possible because 1 second. See, I won't. Time travel.
You only travel forward through time,
Huh?
just like everything else.
That's what I said. Time travel.
I think the most common like is transportation shit. Like we're on planes or
Bullet train?
cars. I think they're time machines.
Yeah.
You know.
Like time zone.
So I can go
You're
back
able-
to 1991 in a
Yeah.
car or a train.
No, because he's talking about like you only talk about like moving forward in time. That's how you can do.
Yeah.
It. So in that sense, then we just cutting time from. Like,
yeah, I don't want to.
I
I
think-
don't want to go back in time. I just want to travel to
I,
those
I,
places.
I do feel like I've heard somebody say that you can travel through time faster or slower than someone else.
Oh, there's like time is relevant
Yeah,
to each individual.
right.
Like a good example is that like you ever notice like when you're fucking late to things, like the fucking time is just like click minute, and you're
Yeah.
like what the fuck.
It's just moving.
But when
quick.
you're like bored as fuck,
it's just slow.
it's just like God, this thing is not moving. Relevance.
Yeah.
You're
How-
experiencing time different than everybody else.
Hey, that chow time is slow when the sun is out.
Like that's one of those
It's
things.
slow when it's fucking 1 a.m. You're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Come on.
Scratch that. Time is slow around the clock.
You're like, the moon is slow.
It's just not one day. Talk about time travel right there.
Damn.
Alright, so
Hey,
what's
so
his,
what's his kryptonite?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm still
Space,
confused. a little.
obviously.
I'm still so he wanted to go
Space
into
is the
space. So
kryptonite.
obviously space, like he can't do that. So now you're talking about being in the
Okay.
just going through time here, like in the
I
present.
didn't want to
No,
talk about going through
teleportation.
time. I want to teleport.
Okay, for the
Oh,
sake of
okay.
He's the one that
How
brought in the
about-
time because obviously
Yeah.
physics.
how about for the sake of your power, when you teleport, you're in a bubble, an invincible bubble, until you want to get out of that.
That's two powers already. It's the
No,
same
no,
thing.
that comes with it. Like you end up in a ball, it
That's why I
teleports
say
you,
like I don't need that.
and then
It
like
comes
oh
with
shit,
it.
I'm in space, I can't be here, and then you can go back, or you can enjoy it while you're in that bubble for a few moments.
Damn,
cool, I'll
alright.
be on that boat.
Because that makes it
I'll
like
accept it. I'll
right? Because
accept
that
it.
makes it like all right, we're not.
Which means I have the perfect
Pops.
perfect weakness.
Pops.
I have perfect weakness for this one.
Okay, well, take a look.
I could hotbox that bubble.
Yeah, you can hotbox bubble if you wanted to. You probably die. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
In order for you to do that, you gotta eat shit.
So you eat crap, then you can teleport? That's the only way it activates?
What the fuck are you doing?
The last thing people see is I got a bunch of dog shit.
You know how I would deal with that? You know how I would deal with that? I just put a little bit piece of that into something else, bake it,
In a capsule?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your micro disc.
I'll be back.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
What's in your capsules?
Don't worry about my secret, my teleportation secrets. My,
Is that considered kryptonite though, or is that like?
No, that's
really.
Is that
That's a
considered?
really.
caveat. That's a
Not
caveat.
really. That's more
No,
of
that's
a
a-
hurdle.
You know what?
Yeah, okay.
Let's do that. Let's add that. So a caveat to your powers.
Okay.
Add a kryptonite.
Kryptonite?
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right,
So
and the kryptonite.
add a
Yeah.
kryptonite.
So what was your caveat?
nobody gave you a caveat.
You have 10 feet.
Huh?
Yeah, people.
It's
You have to
10
be.
feet.
You have to be within 10 feet of people to use
Okay.
the
Well,
power.
that's easy. Okay.
That's your
That's
caveat
not
to
a
your
bad
power.
caveat. So I can't call him over the phone.
Nah, you have to be
Okay.
within
Yeah, like I said,
physically.
yeah.
If you're watching the president sign a declaration of war or something,
Yeah.
you're like, I don't want war. And you want
I can't
So to
do
use
that.
your powers, you gotta be within 10 feet. For you to use your powers, you gotta use shit.
Okay. So what's his kryptonite?
His kryptonite.
I got a good one. Then.
His kryptonite. Dang, that's a mean one.
You want to pass the Omen?
Yeah, I'll pass and I'll come back. I'm
Okay.
gonna think about that one.
You only have
Oh, wait.
4 seconds before your bubble explodes.
Okay. Yeah.
Before your bubble collapses.
Oh, okay. Wait, but that's another
Because I said
caveat, no?
instant.
Oh, that's another caveat.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
That's
kryptonite is like it just
Something that
like
makes
it
it hot.
doesn't allow you to use that power.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it would be
That would suck though. Imagine like you only have.
Like a crucifix. Somebody.
It would've-
like
Power of Christ coming
like a
out.
demon. Like you can't teleport.
A book,
Yeah.
book like
Yeah.
in Boondocks when that fool pulls out, it's like, black people's only weakness, a book. And it's a job application. And then that fool tells that fool read, and he goes, ah!
Oh, bad. What movie is that from?
Those are Boondocks.
Oh, that's right.
That Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah.
That's
funny because he comes in like a priest suit and then, like they play the Emily Rose the Exorcist theme song right there. That's hilarious. Dirty.
Wow.
Oh, you're thinking of that. You know why they created Kryptonite
In Superman?
in Superman?
Yeah.
The comic book got boring.
Oh.
People realized he's too powerful.
Uh-huh.
He had no weaknesses, and got really fucking boring. So they had to invent Kryptonite.
To make it interesting.
Right. He was too powerful. He had no weaknesses. There's nothing that could defeat him. So, Kryptonite.
Damn, the kryptonite. For something like that he has?
To take away that power. He keeps teleporting and changing things. How do we stop him?
Gun.
Oh, if we shoot him.
Have you ever just tried shooting him?
Alright. It's 556 is this kryptonite.
Well, kryptonite is okay. So
Full Metal
kryptonite,
Jacket.
does kryptonite actually kill?
It can kill
Superman?
him. It can kill him. That's how
After
Batman kills him with it. Batman fucks him up with some kryptonite.
How do you lose to Batman? What the fuck? That fool you have no powers.
Who put us some kryptonite brass knuckles? Have at it.
Oh,
Who beat his ass to death? No, I forgot how exactly
He
he
beat
killed,
his
but he
ass
definitely has kryptonite brass knuckles.
Why brass knuckles?
Because it's his power. He fights. He knows all the martial arts. All
Yeah,
of
but
them.
brass knuckles are painful. When
Oh, I
you hit
got it.
somebody with brass knuckles, that shit hurts.
He's
Like,
Batman.
why wouldn't you just put like
his kryptonite.
fingers?
Or whatever. Like
His
however-
kryptonite would have to be
Batman is
electricity.
dumb. I fucking hate
electricity.
Batman.
If
Yeah.
he gets too close to electricity,
Yeah,
like even static electricity,
like this, we're all too much electricity, so he can't.
Oh, you have to be in the nature.
Dang.
Okay, that's a good one. I
Live
like
a
that.
lonely life.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, no,
Once he gets to the city, he's just like,
he's just like, I can't. No,
Well,
you
he can't use the
you
power.
just can't use
oh, he
the
can't use the power.
He can't
They
use the
nullify
power.
it.
Damn.
Damn.
So he gets drunk, wakes up in the city. He's like, oh no.
No, I can't get out of here.
Well, you have to walk to
He's
fucking
still-
nature or
he's
something.
still-
I'd be using my alter ego. Like I'd be using my equal to my Clark Kent.
But there can't be nothing electrical though. It's not just. It can't
He's
be,
like,
even a
you-
car. Even a car.
The powers don't work. There's power.
Within a fucking, I would say, within a 10 mile.
Within
Within a,
somebody has
within a
electrical
10 mile
at the
fucking.
UP ceremony.
Yeah, you're like, hey,
Within a
Somebody
10
has your
mile,
phone here.
There
You
can't be
can't
nothing
teleport.
electrical. Even a phone.
Damn.
damn, you can't have your phone on you.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
It's okay.
All right.
But you have to
That's a
be
good
10 miles from the.
10 miles?
10 miles.
Oh,
You really don't want
mine
me
was
to
bad
do
with 10
that.
feet, but 10
That's a
miles.
good
God
well,
damn.
I guess,
good luck.
or whatever. I guess, I don't know.
How about 500 feet?
But yeah, 500 feet, I guess. That,
Yeah.
You definitely can't be in the city.
yeah.
Also, I could be at Ascot Hills because that's 500 feet.
There you go.
Ooh.
Just can't have your phone.
Mm.
And once he's there, he can just teleport. I'm cool with 10 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a powerful power.
All right.
Yeah, it is.
What's yours?
So mine's like when
Oh wait. Oh, sorry. My bad.
Oh, wait, his or
No,
mine?
no, it's yours. You're right. You're right.
So me, some people might recognize that from a previous show. I won't mention it because,
You gotta go watch it.
yeah, the ending just sucked.
What?
But the one of the powers in there is I can tap into people or beings and see through their eyes. And well, kind of like
You
in a
wanna-
possession, and it's kind of like
You want to be John Malkovich?
Is that what he did?
You ever seen that
No,
movie?
well, that's when they crawl into him, though, right?
He wants to be
Yeah,
Jeepers Creepers, obviously.
being John Malkovich.
No.
Yeah.
You can you just
You want to experience other people's lives through their eyes.
Like, do you see their past?
yes.
Oh, because you
So
took.
so
like-
you can I can
Do you see the future?
okay, well that's two. I guess that's two different powers in that show. If you really
There's
look at it,
there's some.
but it's like you can go back to any time in history and kind of.
So you want to be a
present there.
demon that possesses people.
No, you said a power.
just
yeah.
wait, it's just to
Oh,
look
oh.
through their eyes, or you
Yeah,
actually
just to,
get
like,
to
you're not-
control them.
You can. Well,
Because like there's I forgot what superhero or they like literally touch you. Like, I think I don't know if Rogue. I think Rogue could
takes
do
your
that.
power, though.
She could take your power, but I think she absorbs your
see?
memories too, right?
Uh,
So like
Which
that.
one is it?
I don't remember. It might not be her. I could be completely
It
wrong.
might be Phoenix. 'Cause
Phoenix.
she
Yeah,
has them
Phoenix
on.
could definitely like read your.
Okay, well,
Professor X could also do that,
Mm-hmm.
to an extent.
He's got to wear that.
Well, that
Oh, no,
amplifies
that
his power.
amplifies his
He could do
power.
it with just his
It
hands.
was Cerebro.
Yeah,
I
cerebral.
guess. Well, okay.
So you want to be Professor X?
I'm a little
So
bit.
You're almost
Professor
there.
Professor X
You just need to
only
look at-
taps and is able to have a communication with people. Well, he can tap into
He
people's
could look
heads,
at your
right?
past. He could do all kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could
Yeah.
search you in the world and communicate with you.
That's why all the X-Men stay at the spot, because he knows what they did when they were 14.
Yeah.
And that's
Dirt on
like-
all them?
Yeah, he's got dirt on everybody. They're all there because of blackmail. That's why Wolverine won't leave.
He's done way
like-
too much dirt.
He fucking he takes his hat off. He looks at Wolverine
He's
like,
like,
"You sick fucking piece of shit." I swear to God,
I will tell
I
the
will
world.
tell everybody what the fuck you.
He's like, you don't know shit about me, bub.
He goes, "No."
He's like,
So
yeah.
does that one make sense or no?
He's like,
Yeah.
I know about 1984. He's like, "Oh."
I know about 1467. The fool was like, being alive during the World War, no, Civil War and shit.
Yeah.
With his big old
1778.
sideburns. Yeah,
Wow.
okay. So like, yeah, that's
17.
All right, so
what's his kryptonite.
Wait, well, what exactly is your power?
This fool.
Oh.
We just had a
Well,
conversation.
Wait, what am I trying to stop? You know what I mean?
So like,
mm,
okay, like, give us a practical like, how would you use it? Like,
so you just kind of like meditate
okay,
for a quick second,
Okay.
and you're able to kind of like tap into like.
no, like, how would you use it? Like, is your girlfriend fighting? Your girlfriend's fighting with you, and you can read her mind, but like, okay, I know why she's mad.
He just
kinda
uses it to
deal?
blackmail people.
or yeah, for that, or you use it to solve crimes. Like, how would you use it? Like, just real quick.
I can use it to solve crimes.
Like, yeah, okay.
So you wanna be a cop?
or to cause crime.
Okay, all right.
You know, it depends how I decide to use it, right? Like, okay.
Right.
Every
Okay.
power can be used by like in a crazy way.
Yeah.
Okay. Your kryptonite is naked women.
So when women do rub in front of him, he can't use it.
You can't use it. He sees it on a screen.
Is that like, oh, he's gonna read your mind? Quick, show me your titties.
She's like, no.
He's like, "Ah, I can't." He's like, "Oh."
He's like, I'm melting.
All right, what's his caveat?
His caveat is that he can only use it around naked men.
So not only does he make it by naked women, but naked men activates his powers.
Yeah. Don't be homophobic about it, dog.
Can he be around himself? Is a naked man?
No.
It has to be other.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's like, bro, I need to read somebody's mind real quick.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's nothing
It's not
personal.
bad, right? Totally use it.
He's like,
Like,
totally wasted that.
No, get naked. I need to.
He's like,
I need to save the world. Somebody get naked.
they're like, quickly, get Chippendales in here. Detective Tecolote needs to use his powers real quick.
Oh, God.
Oh man.
Detective Tecolote needs to use his
Detective
powers.
Tecoloadle.
Tecolote.
Tickle
Tecoladdle. Quetzalcoatl.
They all surrounding his desk and he's off.
He's in Cerebro. Trying to bite dudes.
Oh no!
Wow.
Don't make it weird, dog.
All right, go for it.
All right.
All right. My superpower. I always have a hard time with this question. I don't even know why I thought about it.
Damn, fuck.
I don't even know why I brought it up. I thought I'd have something by now.
You said you did.
No.
Did I take yours?
No.
I would have thought you thought about
Yeah.
I ain't the
before.
superpowers. No.
He thought about
I
that.
have, but
He's been thinking about people's kryptonite. It's just
every time the question comes up,
You have a different answer.
I just like, damn, what the fuck do I want my fucking powers to be? My superpower is the Force.
Like literally the Jedi Force?
Yeah.
You want to
Okay.
be a Jedi.
No. The Force. The Force is neither good nor evil.
Well, what about it?
You make it good or evil. I can use it.
Okay. What level are you at? Like Yoda level?
I'm fucking.
Like Star Killer level?
Yeah, Star. I'd say. Like,
Oh man, that Star Killer level? That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You're a bad motherfucker at
You
that
better
level.
have a good kryptonite. Man.
Oh yeah, we'll think of something.
I thought
We'll
it
think of
was
something. Alright. You're-
Goku. I thought it was gonna be Goku level.
Goku level? he's not a Jedi.
He's not, but he's can
He's
tap into
a
the power.
Saiyan. He's a Saiyan.
So it's like you can use it, but
Alright. Your kryptonite. Damn.
Damn, I wanted to change my power. I just thought it was a sick one.
Technically, the
Okay.
Force.
What's it? Or think of a caveat first. I gotta think of a kryptonite. I want it to be good. I don't want it to be like obvious. I don't want a low hanging fruit.
The caveat is I can only use the Force under this circumstance.
You could only use the force when you feel like taking a shit.
When I feel like taking a shit.
Yeah, well, it's like I gotta take a shit. You know?
Your powers are active.
Powers are mine. I'm all holding it the whole time. I'm just like,
You're constantly eating frijoles.
Yeah, but he has to hold it. He's just,
hey, what's wrong with you?
sweating. He's like,
I'm trying to use the Force.
okay, your kryptonite are porcelain toilets. Just porcelain in general. So
Hey,
most toilets are
could a
porcelain.
kryptonite be like if you use it, this is gonna happen? That's not a kryptonite.
No, that's just like it just weakens him. Like he can't use it because it's gonna.
I don't think
So he has to take shit
in the
yeah,
woods.
yeah, he has to go with his or jail toilet.
I was gonna say
metal.
that every time you use the power, you get the pain of blue balls.
Yeah, so I'm like,
You're like,
these are not the drones. These are not the droids you're looking for.
You're like, you're like, God, I really need to go.
Oh,
Yikes.
it's like, and then again, it's like these aren't the droids you're looking for.
What's wrong with this? It's a pill. Well, welcome to the men's circle, everybody. I don't know what you thought you were getting yourself into, but you're in it.
You're deep.
You're deep in it. Today, I'm two Ravens.
Well, he has to look at his phone too.
I was looking at our agenda. Yeah, it says here I'm two Ravens. Yes, I'm two Ravens. One of the hosts for the evening to my military left is our fundamentals analyst in the crypto corner, Lucas Tecolo.
Everything corner.
And then to next to him is my apprentice, Chewy. my mentoring him. And then to his military left is yours truly, Red Hawk. The one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend.
Hey, when you edit that, you just gotta put the hawk screech.
I did. Somebody doesn't watch our shows.
Yeah, he doesn't watch our shows.
Oh, in that case, have you been putting album ones?
He doesn't
No,
show
but I
up.
should. I'm gonna do that.
He doesn't watch.
You remember when he paused and went like that? The last episode? Yeah, I put two.
Yeah,
put
so
Ravens
put
making
two.
noise, and then I put me because he said I'm no introduction. He didn't introduce me. I said Big thing says Red Hawk, and then the Hawk. I'll do one for you now.
The sound bite for when I put my hand up though is we're supposed to do. Have you seen Black Dynamite?
Oh, that's what.
Yeah, so we go introduce the sound bite.
Oh, I was confused.
The little girl is supposed to say, "Two Ravens." My mama said, "Two Ravens is my daddy's name." And he goes, "Hush up, little girls. A lot of cats have that name, Two Ravens."
Okay, that's what you're referring to. Okay, that you fucking threw. I completely. I thought there was
That's
something
all
that
right.
happened before, but yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. We can still do it.
Yeah.
Here, see.
Was that enough time?
Maybe it should be enough time.
All right. Okay.
So, anyways, here we go.
Agenda.
We have an agenda. Laniscoyo, that's right.
Coyote.
That's right. He's a coyote. So we have
Nothing to that.
we have a have y'all heard about the expiration dates on the food? Have any of y'all experienced that?
Yeah, like I remember like some years ago I bought some
Years ago.
I bought some food and it had an expiration date, but it was like 2 years before that it already expired. So
2 years before?
but I still ate it.
2 years ago was the beginning of COVID.
Well, back in the day, I guess.
So, I'm talking about right now. Have you gone into the
No.
stores and seen like anything weird with the expiration dates?
I haven't noticed,
No,
but I heard.
I've seen
things.
some don't even have it.
some don't have it at all.
Like what?
Expiration
Like
dates.
cookies,
Hmm.
premium cookies that they sell in those plastic things.
The tube?
No. So like little plastic trays.
Oh, you mean like Oreo or like Chips Ahoy?
No, like those clear ones that they bake in the bakery section of the store.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm. Did I have expiration dates?
I don't think they
Not the one my
should. Those
sister
are
bought.
freshly baked cookies. I think.
Are they
You're talking about like milk.
Yeah, like milk, produce. You know.
What I
If
can
you
say.
haven't, if you haven't noticed it, then we could just move on.
Well, what I can say is I order my food from Amazon. They fucking get it delivered to my house, and the fruit goes bad pretty quickly.
Wow. I will say this: if you're watching and you like to be scared of things, think about this. Let's say that
Wait. Let's turn this into a. What's your current conspiracy theory at the moment that you're like, if you're tripping on one?
okay.
There you go. Now you
All
can.
right, segment one. Segment one, everybody. What conspiracy theory has grasped your attention at the moment? I'll go first.
There you go.
Right? Right now, the conspiracy theory that I'm most hung up on is that the food in the surplus in the stores right now has expiration dates that are like really short. Like eat this within a couple days versus like the normal expiration date of like however long it is like sometimes more than a week, sometimes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, over a month sometimes. But I've been hearing that lately in the stores are these expiration dates that are like, you got to eat it now, which makes you feel some kind of way because it's like, excuse me, why would that be happening? Is it because we ran through all of our surplus food? Is there a shortage on food right now? Is there something somebody isn't saying? If that's the case, and last year around COVID time, a lot of the produce or whatever, not last year, 2 years ago, everything was like getting super bought up, like mass purchased and hoarded. And then whatever surplus we had, most likely like stocked those shelves. And mind you, I don't really know how often like meats and produce and shit like that get like stacked or filled or supplied at the store. But let's say it's a couple months at a time. I don't know. Somebody, if you're watching, type it in, educate me. If the food that is out on the shelves right now is the last of the surplus, like stuff that had expiration dates for months or whatever, years, I don't, again, I don't know exactly how long they go for. Thanksgiving is just around the corner. Christmas is in December. Those are 2 months where people buy super feasts. Everybody makes a lot of food for Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving. Everybody makes a lot of food for Xmas, and then people buy gifts and toys for each other. Like a lot of spending is done in November and December. If there's no food on the shelves, if you show up to the store to buy food on Friday or Saturday after Thanksgiving, and you look around and all of a sudden nothing has been restocked, all the produce hasn't been restocked, the expiration dates that said to eat your food within 2 weeks was on the food 2 weeks ago, and now you're looking at the expiration dates on some of the stuff and it's like some of it's expired, like the expired rack is all full. Well, what's the sentiment of everybody? And then what if those people can't buy Christmas gifts because all the commodities are stocked up in Long Beach in the harbor right now?
In San Pedro, yeah.
You know what I mean? And like somebody said, if you get all of those freight liners that have all these commodities and lined them up, it would go all the way to Chicago. That's how many are
shit.
sitting off the beach right now.
God damn.
So that's everybody's Christmas gifts and goodies and whatever. It's just all right there. And I've been to Target and Best Buy recently, a couple other stores, and when you walk around, like their stocks are not getting their shelves are not getting restocked. Like some things are getting up there, but they don't have a lot of things. Like they just don't have things. Even phone stores. I went to get my screen fixed on my phone at T-Mobile, And I was looking at some of the phones, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we don't have this right now. We don't have this right now. We don't have that right now." Like, things are not coming through. So if people can't buy presents, and then all of a sudden people can't buy food. I heard somebody else say that in a rural area in Northern California, that they their local market, they walked in and like a lot of the produce and things were gone, and she asked what happened, and they said, "Oh, we're shipping everything to the inner cities." So they're taking food from the outer supermarkets. If this is true, I haven't validated or fact checked this, but if that's true, they're taking food from like the rural areas and just pushing it toward the inner cities because that's where all the people are, which is kind of an alarming thing for me. If I think about it, that's kind of alarming. The stores are not getting packed up, restocked. That's kind of alarming. If the food has 1 week expiration dates on it right now, and that week passes, what's the expiration dates look like on the food that comes after that? Somebody also said Joe Rogan is having a hard time getting flights to and from LA from Texas. And apparently, according to Joe, it's because the pilots don't want to fly because they don't want to get the vaccine. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of produce and trade and goods that come through flight and come through truck, right? Driving. Are truck drivers not showing up because they don't want to get the vaccine?
Yep.
Are pilots not showing up because they don't? So things are not moving.
There was a state, I forget which one, where like half of the police,
New York. New York.
They quit.
I think it was New York. I'm not sure though.
I heard something like that.
Yeah. On a side note, isn't it kind of like ironic that cops are fucking fighting against the laws that are being enforced on them? But when it comes to shit that's super oppressive to other people, they're just like, we're so for it. Like, fucking obey the law. But
how dare you make me get a vaccine to oppress people?
Yeah.
All those Blue Lives Matters people,
It's
like,
so
what are they saying right now?
It's so fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But anyways, I just thought it was funny.
I can't ruin people's day now.
Yeah. Make me get a shot, ruin people's day.
All penned up with fucking steroid and shit. Fuck.
Beating their wives.
That's a crazy one, though. That's a crazy one.
So yeah, that's the conspiracy theory I'm caught up on right now. Is like, if all of that is happening, do we make it past New Year's? That's my over under.
If you make it past New Year's in a stable state
Condition.
is that what you're saying? Or is everybody gonna be like, you're already like, everything's already broken
Does
down?
everything collapse by New Year's?
No,
I don't think so.
I think it'll happen after.
After New
Like
Year's,
how
like the
much
first?
after?
Starting like in January.
Oh yeah.
Because they gotta fucking. It's an interesting one because it goes into a whole other, I guess, conspiracy of like, they're trying to move people into urban centers all over the world. They're just kind of like.
Is that your conspiracy theory? Is that a good segue into yours?
Damn, it's not a food shortage. They're just trying to get people to move into the cities.
Well,
Attrition.
okay, so
I kind of see that too because like Amazon is already creating like stores where like you don't have to like pay for anything I mean you link your account to it and then it reads, there's cameras seeing what you take and they're pricing you and they just send you your bill. So like I think they're trying to like modernize the world and like put us in a box,
so
like some Black Mirror shit.
So going along with that, right? So they're trying to. So I guess piggybacking on what you're saying, they're moving everything to the urban centers, like products and stuff like that, and therefore people on the outskirts are gonna kind of be forced to kind of like, if they're not living a self-sustainable life, and it's kind of even crazy because with weather and all these other things going on, right? So they're moving everybody into the urban centers. They're modernizing the whole communications infrastructure with 5G. And so then you bring in the whole fucking what is it that they have in China, the
credit system,
the credit system,
the social
score, the social scoring credit system that they can like, it's based on how many likes and dislikes you have, right? And therefore they just they have control over your livelihood, everything. So
Black Mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Ian from EYL had he had brought up something. I think it might have been like the metaverse. He had brought some like new stuff. Cloning, the new technology of cloning, right? And he starts going off on this conspiracy tangent, and he's like pretty much comparing to how the world is gonna be is like compared to that movie In Time. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, with my guy Justin T.
Yeah. So he's like, that's gonna be like that. Pretty much is the same thing, the social score, right? Because you know, like how much time you got is how much status you got. You know.
Wow. So then that's yours. Is that your conspiracy?
I mean, I'm just piggybacking off of.
Well, I'm just piggybacking on real shit that's happening.
Well, mine is not. I guess it's like right now. What I'm concerned about is. So like, obviously we're all involved in crypto. So I'm hearing a lot of crypto news, and a big thing that they all like to cover is inflation. Because of the pandemic, they were printing a lot of money. They needed to print the money to give people all their stimulus checks and to pay, just constantly like pump money into the economy.
People's pockets.
That's also how it kept the interest rates. The interest rates got lower on all the things like houses and all that stuff. That's what people were telling me. Oh, if you're gonna buy a house, it's a good time because the interest rates are the lowest. You're gonna get them, and if it gets locked in like this, and you're gonna be set. The only thing is the prices of them are through the roof. Anyways, so that being said, if the interest rates are low and everything's low because they're pumping money, recently they said that they were gonna start tapering the production of money, so they're gonna slow it down. And a lot of these crypto dudes, these crypto heads, are saying like, look, what that can do is wreck all the population. It's gonna save the government, but the population is gonna eat that. And what will end up happening is it does the opposite. So the interest rates will go up. So if you have any kind of like purchasing power or whatever, you're not gonna pay higher interest.
You're gonna pay higher interest.
Yeah, everybody will pay higher interest. If you have an existing loan, that could potentially make it go up as well. And then the other thing was over time, the dollar would then deflate. And I'm trying to remember exactly what they said, but bottom line is that everybody is just it's gonna be people. They're saying even how right now everybody's able to like quit their job. Like I'm hearing that the young crowd, like the youngsters, like 25s and under, are able to walk in, work for 10 days, and then, you know what, fuck this job. You gonna treat me bad, I'm walking the fuck out. And that's how they all do it now. They have no customer service right now is fucking garbage. You go to either a restaurant or anywhere, it's poor, like really bad customer service. I've never experienced it like that in my life. And they're saying it's all because nobody gives a shit because they could just get another job really easily. Like everywhere is hiring. So they're saying the opposite will happen. Like people are gonna be begging for jobs. So that's my like kind of conspiracy. Like they stop the flow of money. Everything comes in a screeching halt because there's gonna be less money into the economy. The markets can crash, and it's just gonna be a fucking catastrophe.
Does both?
Yeah.
I think, again, referring back to EYL, they were talking about how like because these people that talk about real estate, and they talk about how like everybody's talking about the housing crash. Like the housing market is gonna crash, and they're like, no, it's not gonna crash. There's gonna be a correction, but it's not gonna crash. And then they're like, we don't understand why so many people want this crash to happen. Like that ultimately affects everybody. But they were talking about how like if that were to happen, then like everything would pretty much go to shit. And then another thing that I heard somewhere else is that like because of this new technology that they're coming out with, is like there's gonna be no jobs because robots are gonna do it for you. People don't want to work. Okay, fine. We'll get a robot. It'll be ultimately on the long run. It'll be cheaper,
Damn.
and then paying somebody to do it. So then, what's gonna be your purpose in life if you're not working, right? Like, what are you gonna do? Because they're not gonna give you shit for free,
Man, fuck a job.
So like you're either gonna go to crime or like some Black Mirror shit where like these fools were like living in this cubicle where all they had was like their TV, and they would give them lunch, food, like jail pretty much, right? And then they would go out and they had to cycle to like charge this battery that would charge everything, and then like the elites were like in this special like little like thing. It's crazy ass episode.
I haven't seen them.
Crazy ass episode.
There's that movie Elysium,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's kind of like they moved off planet and created this fucking space station, which I personally
Gundam?
I haven't even seen any pictures of. I just heard that it exists up there, but I haven't seen any fucking pictures of this
You
space
Google it?
station.
You
I've
haven't
seen
seen it?
pictures of
A space station.
yeah. It's kind of the long one like that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
how big is it?
It's big.
You
It's
know,
huge.
like
Right now,
like
yeah.
do they have like farm? Do they have farm in there?
Probably.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
There's a
Yeah,
massive
when-
space station like that right now
Yeah,
in space.
we share it with other nations. Yeah.
In 2000 and,
Interstellar space station.
I didn't know that.
in 2014, I think
Fucking
it was, I
space.
took a labor studies class, and it was with the UFW, and these fools were looking for people interested in the hydroponic culture in space.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
You ever
know-
smoke weed? In
space.
So
real quick, you know it's funny that you say that because since I started following crypto sites,
Mhm.
I've been getting a lot of like solicitations and advertising aimed at people, or I guess
Interested
at
in
people that
space.
follow these things to invest in companies, different kinds of companies, like all kinds of different technologies. One of them is robots doing fast food.
yeah.
And
I
did
saw
you
that.
get them
I
too?
saw
Where
that
it's literally
commercial.
it's showing the robot like doing the fries like
Yeah.
and then like it has a fucking burger flipper. And it's like
Yeah.
it's a fucking robot arm, and they're like, invest in this company now. Like it'll make you rich. And it's just funny that you
Well, I
said
remember
that.
Jack in the Box, and even McDonald's now they have the little things.
The
where,
kiosks.
Yeah, where you just
Yeah.
pick whatever.
That's
you
been a
want.
thing though. That's taken
Yeah,
years.
it's I kind of hate to using those, but sometimes our
Yes,
convenience.
it's a
is
job.
like,
It's a job. Taking
you
away
know,
a job.
and it's like we're just kind of doing it to ourselves. But
Yeah.
the other, I guess, if we want to add on to another conspiracy theory is that these foods haven't really fucking. There's been some research done into it, but is the use of weather modification technology, HARP, right?
People, countries all over the world use that.
Yeah,
they're
different
really open
country-
about it
There are
too.
different countries that have like, but to the level of like how they're, you know, they're creating this whole global warming thing, but no one's taking that into consideration in the they're like emissions, and they're talking about like coal burning and fossil fuel shit, but they're not ever mentioning these fucking technologies and how like they're just causing all this havoc all over the world.
Deforestation.
I've seen
you
all
know.
kinds of different cloud making machines. There's footage of all of them. There's the airplane ones,
Yeah,
and then there's one that's like on the ground, and it has this massive opening, and they turn it on and it pushes like artificial clouds out of it from the ground, just. And
It's
fucking-
huge, right? It's like, and it's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
loud
yeah.
too. It's like
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I think I've seen it.
Damn.
You know?
crazy. I haven't seen
And it
it.
makes massive clouds. Like,
Yeah,
It's
it's huge.
crazy,
Like,
you
it's
know?
pretty.
You heard the Japanese are building Gundams now? Damn.
actual piloting,
I thought they were
pilotable.
just models.
Yeah.
You may think so, right?
Yeah, they come out fucking. They come just to conquer the world of Gundams.
Damn.
No, it's because they
It's
know
like-
they know
I,
God.
I nationalized myself Japanese.
No, they're building Gundams because they know that the Large Hadron Collider is gonna tap us into a reality where Godzilla exists, and they're gonna be ready.
They have to fight it.
Yeah, they have to
They
fight.
will.
it.
Ultraman fought Godzilla, not Gundams.
No, but they're saying that.
Yeah,
it's
but-
all.
But the Japanese are not concerned about who fought Godzilla. They just know that motherfucker's coming, and they're
They
building
wanna- they wanna
something
be
to
ready.
fight him. I'm not saying they're gonna fulfill some anime prophecy. They're just gonna be ready to fight Godzilla.
Damn.
Ultraman was a TV show, no? Was in like
Yeah.
It's also
anime.
Japanese.
Was
Yeah,
it anime, though?
if you go on if you have
It was like Power Rangers kind of shit.
Kind of.
if you have that TV on, it's like an app that has free TV all the time.
Oh, Pluto TV or something.
If you have Pluto TV,
can
there's
watch Ultraman?
24/7
Ultraman.
Ultraman. Yeah,
Nice.
It's a
24/7
lot of
Ultraman.
freaking Ultraman.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yo, don't sleep on
Netflix
Pluto
had an
TV.
anime.
There's like really good
That's good
stuff
shit.
on there.
Should watch it more. I have it. I just haven't looked at it.
I haven't watched it in a while, but I know
To
there's
be honest, I
good
don't really
stuff.
watch a lot of TV anymore.
Yeah, I watch way less TV as an adult than I thought I would be watching as a child. Like when I was a child, I could have sworn that I'd just be watching TV all the time when I was an adult. And
Yeah.
now I watch almost no TV. Like
Yeah,
I haven't
conspiracy.
looked at regular TV in a long time. If I do watch something,
Maybe for,
it's
like,
on
fights,
YouTube
yeah.
or it's on that Pluto fights. Like yeah,
But you're still watching a screen.
yeah. But what I mean is like
Screen time's limited.
yeah.
It's something. I mean, I guess. I think something more productive than rather than just like a cartoon, or a movie or something.
I feel like I would be watching more TV than I do now, because when I was back in the late 1900s, you couldn't watch whatever you wanted. You had to go to channel 2 or 3 or whatever and like look to see what's on. It's like this
the fucking
never-ending like
The
TV guide.
guide.
You have to watch the TV guide. Just keep going. And if you miss it, if you're talking and you miss it, like, I fucking missed it.
Wait, that motherfucker.
Wait for that shit to come back to see what time it comes on.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and then that's how you watch TV. So you watched a lot of TV to like be able to like
watch TV.
Yeah, you're like linking shows together till you get what you want to watch. And like I had the privilege to do that when I was like here with my nana's house, and so I felt like, that's probably why I thought I'd be watching more TV than I do, because we didn't have TV the same back in the late 1900s.
I remember they had cartoons before going to school in the mornings, after school in the day, and Saturday morning. Saturday morning cartoons was the best. That was the only time I got up early.
Yeah, every kid.
Willingly.
Yeah, willingly.
Like, it's fucking time.
Yeah, Saturday.
Get a bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
Boom.
And you know what Saturday night was? That was
Saturday night.
Mad TV.
Oh yeah, Mad TV.
Yeah.
And I forgot what
Mad TV and 2 in the morning,
Saturday
XPW on Channel 21.
I don't think I'd watch. I could barely say it's Mad TV.
No, man. No. You guys don't even know. Like late night, back in the late 1900s, and people might remember is Wally George.
Wally George.
Wally George.
Different timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is this white dude all fucking. He was all patriotic. Dude.
Oh, patriotic.
All patriotic on one of those channels like KDOC or some shit
Oh,
like that.
like public access.
Yeah, some shit like that. And he had his own show. And USA, and he would come in like with like different fucking people that whose ideologies he didn't like.
Huh.
And he would just punk them on the show.
Like Marxists and shit?
Like whatever.
Wow.
Like fucking, he would just punk them and fucking like,
I wonder what he's doing.
oh, get off my fucking show and shit. It's like, it's funny, dude, funniest.
Yeah,
But,
never seen
but sometimes, from like he'll fucking be hating on our shit or whatever.
That
I
was the
wonder-
conspiracy behind that.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's doing now.
That fool's probably dead because he was old back then.
Oh.
But he had like this fucking funny ass hairdo or
I hope his
haircut
soul
and
burns
shit.
in the fire pits of the underworld.
And it was just kind of like a fucking one of those Edgar cuts, but like all down, like fucking.
That's exposed
Mullet?
as
Weird
fucking.
fucking shit.
A half mullet
Wally
Edgar.
George. And I just came across that fool recently, a few months back, and I was like, oh, look at this fool.
Damn.
Those are the kind of shows that went out like late at night and shit.
Moving on from the late 19 next segment.
All right. What is that? I just thought of a segment right now.
Oh, what is it?
Since we're on the TV topic, you have a TV crush.
Yeah, absolutely. Minnie from, or Winnie from.
Oh, that's a good one.
From
Wonder Years?
Wonder Years, yeah.
Winnie.
Yeah. And the Pink Ranger, rest in peace.
Oh. Wait, she didn't die?
No?
No, the Yellow Ranger died.
Oh, that was
The
my
Asian,
favorite
the
one.
Asian.
Oh,
girl, she died.
That was my favorite one.
Yes, they replaced her.
Kimberly was her name.
Yeah. They replaced her with a black girl, no?
Yeah.
Mine is Christina Ricci. She grew with me.
Who?
Christina Ricci?
Oh, we're going on crushes now?
Yeah, well, while he was looking up the segment.
Who's Christina Ricci?
Wednesday
That
from
case.
the Addams Family.
Oh,
Then
Black Snake Moan.
She's also in Casper. Then we get older. I was growing older. She's getting older.
Yeah, Black Snake Moan.
She's in Fear and Loathing for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Yeah, yikes on that one.
Yikes on that one. Yeah.
But it was cool that I'm more not much of a. I think she's maybe 10 years older. No, not even that. 8 years older than me. So it's not much of a gap. So yeah. Yeah.
I put 9 of my bullets in his motherfucking chest. That's Samuel L. Jackson and Black Snake Moan. Christina Ricci, she's like a slave or some shit.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Well, not a slave. She has like the sex problem. He's trying to cure her or whatever.
So he ties her up.
Yeah.
She likes it.
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. They put her in some weird. A lot of these.
It's a weird movie.
But that's not where I started. It was a childhood thing. Anyway.
Yeah. Winnie, Wonder Years. Hit me up. Just kidding. I don't want to know what happened to Wendy.
She's an alcoholic.
She's
drug addict.
all bad.
She has 10 kids.
The Illuminati got to her.
Damn. Y'all got one? You got one? TV crush?
TV
Movie crush, whatever.
Fuck.
TV crush.
TV crush, movie crush.
Peggy Bundy.
Ow.
Ow. Why don't you take me somewhere I never been before? How about the kitchen, Peg?
God damn.
Fuck. I'm
That's
trying to think. I mean, the only one that comes to mind at that time.
It could be from the late 1900s.
The late 1900s. So it's gotta. Wow.
Yeah,
it's gonna
yeah.
have to be probably fucking.
The 80s.
Would be Daisy Duke from the Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh,
Wow.
You like them racist.
Because of the fucking
Like a flag of the Confederate flag.
He's all like, I'm only trying to do to the white woman what the white man
That
has
was
done
it.
to my people for 100 years.
It was just the show back then. Yeah, the
Yeah.
car fucking jumping, and then you had her fucking always
And Daisy
prancing
Dukes.
around in fucking
Daisy Dukes.
yeah, Daisy Dukes. That's what the fucking.
I want to say Salma Hayek from that one movie.
Ooh, don't say Desperado.
No,
We'll fight.
from the Sudan.
Oh, is it the vampire one?
Yeah.
No,
she's
just
pretty,
the-
Yeah, it's a
she's
vampire
really
one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The alternate vampires. Yeah.
Her-
She's Salma Hayek is.
That
Some
one.
Hayek's are the first boobies I ever seen
on screen.
on screen, yeah. In Desperado.
Oh, so did you get the next segment?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I just want, this was kind of like while you're scrolling.
Some Hayek.
I was actually gonna go
Oh.
with some of
Hey,
the
fool, stop trying to get it for my
Gee.
Kool-Aid, bro.
some of the GI.
Yo, we
Joe.
could fight.
We
We could fight.
fighting
I'm willing to fight about it.
over TV Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Shit.
TV
We
Kool-Aid.
could play Would You Rather or near death. Talk about near death experiences. Where you thought for sure this is it.
Damn.
Or we could play Would You Rather.
I'm cool with both.
We go with both.
I'm cool with both.
Oh,
I'm cool with both, but would you rather sounds kind of like you're gonna throw some nasty shit.
Well, yeah, that's the point of it.
Yeah.
That's literally the name of the game, my friend.
No, I'd rather go with the near-death experiences.
All right, sounds good.
So you're both avoiding. See, can't be homophobic on this show, though. Y'all sounding really.
Is that what it is?
What
y'all
makes you
sounding
think
really
I'm
insensitive
homophobic?
because you said we were gonna say some really.
I said nasty shit.
Oh,
I didn't say
Oh,
gay shit.
But it's
Alright.
hypothetical. It's not
Whatever,
real.
you know?
It's not real.
I guess maybe
None of
I'm
it's real.
homophobic. Then.
Of course, it's not real.
So then should we go near death?
I think
experience
near-death
first?
experiences people can.
Should we can relate to?
Yeah.
How about we ask them if they want to laugh, or be whatever, and then we'll use
Was it like
we'll
the books?
we'll astral project
Oh.
as to see what our future audience wants to see.
Yeah, here, hold this.
We should consult Leo Libra for this.
Leo Libra, I have that fool's phone number. He's my financial advisor.
Say.
Your financial astrological.
Yeah. All right. So what do you?
I go with near-death.
This is
All
what
right,
happens.
all right,
This
near death,
is
near
what
death.
happens exposed when you're not here.
So
We have.
So you brought it
Votes
up.
cut in
Now you're
half.
getting pissed because you're.
You guys, damn Americans don't. You guys aren't. The Serbian would be going ape shit. He'd be like, you guys need to make a decision.
Yeah.
He doesn't like.
Well, I made a
He doesn't-
decision.
He doesn't
Okay,
like
all right,
decisiveness. All right. Near death
Okay,
experiences.
near death it isn't.
All right.
Who wants to go first?
You.
Okay, I'll go first. This one I actually I wasn't very conscious during this, but what happened was I was wrestling and I dislocated my elbow. I was wrestling. I was a freshman wrestling a sophomore. Dude was pretty heavy. I was actually kicking his ass in points. I was wrestling for the JV spot for the next coming tournament in high school wrestling, and I was beating his ass. I think it was 12-2. And then he did a double leg takedown. I fell some weird ass way, landed on my elbow like that. Instead of, I couldn't break fall properly. Like I fell too fast, and my arm just popped right out of its socket. So my arm was like a Z, like a lightning bolt.
Sacred.
Yeah,
That's enough.
not fun. So anyways, they take me to the hospital. I'm in the worst fucking pain of my life. It is excruciating. the hospital I went to, there wasn't enough beds, so they had me in the waiting, like the fucking hallway in pain. They finally gave me morphine. Well, apparently they OD'd me on morphine.
Damn.
So
Chasing
I
the
don't remember.
dragon.
I blanked out. I was completely. My dad and mom were telling me that I was talking nonsense.
He's chasing the dragon.
Yeah, and apparently they had.
Catch him?
Yeah, apparently they were losing me.
Oh.
And because they gave me too much, and they had to give me some kind of other drug to kind of like
Narcan?
counter it, and that kind of like brought me back. So that was.
So you did die pretty much.
I didn't die though. I didn't flatline or anything, but I got like, if I was not at a hospital, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing, I would have died. So they knew that what kind of drug to give to somebody who's ODing on morphine to bring you back.
Wow.
So
Drug addict. Drug addiction is a real. Is a real
now
problem.
now I slam.
Morphine is,
No, it's
I
not.
slam. Now I got the
morphine,
track.
morphine is a hell of a drug.
No, it's quite the opposite. I've never had like.
He doesn't put it in that vein. But
It's a pill.
Damn.
I take codeine now. That shit. Yeah, that's it.
Who's got it? So, so was there ever a point where you felt like you were dying?
No, because I was like, I completely like when you get drunk and you can't remember shit. That's how it is. Just black. I don't remember nothing.
So you almost die when you get drunk, everybody.
Yeah, probably. Some
Imagine.
people do die.
I wonder how many near-death experiences I had while I was drunk and didn't.
Oh yeah,
die.
alcohol poisoning can
Wow.
kill you for sure, and I wouldn't doubt we were.
But
all
also-
of us at some point were pretty damn close to it.
Yeah, just like a situation that we just had no clue on.
Who knows?
that's when you got the Colombian marching powder to wake
The
you
only
back
thing you
up.
have at that point is people that you were getting drunk around that do remember and their stories.
Well, I got drunk around him a lot.
I mean, he got drunk around you a lot. So.
Yeah.
Really bad
All right,
ones.
who's next?
I have two, but one I don't really remember because I was a little kid. But pretty much, one was an accident. I was a kid. I was playing and I threw myself off the couch and I hit the edge of this table, and I cracked my head, and I was bleeding out. And they took me to the hospital. Got it stitched up. I don't really remember it. That's just what they tell me. And then the second one I vaguely remember because in my house you go down some stairs and they go like 2 flights of stairs from like 10 steps like this and then another 10 going the other way. And like I used to hop those things for faster things, right? So I remember there was a party in my house and they sent me to get, I think it was paper plates, and I'm jumping those, and when I'm jumping the second one, the door was open a little bit, and instead of like pushing the door out or doing some shit, I tucked when I was doing it. When I noticed the door, I was already like in the air, and I took myself and I hit myself in the same spot where I had already hit myself before.
This explains a lot for us.
Did you use some brain matter in that?
Though what I remember after that is I remember just seeing red, like super red, like all my face was like I could feel it, like it was like red, and then I blacked out, and then I very briefly woke up on the ride to the hospital. Like I just remember my mom was crying and she was holding like a towel over my face, and like they were like driving me to the hospital. That's all I remember. That's crazy.
CTE.
Yeah, and it's funny because like when I started I never shaved bald, but I would get like a
Low.
Yeah, you know, so like when I would get my hair like short, you see the scars on my head, and it looks like a little check mark, right?
Checking the cash.
Okay,
Just do it.
Yeah, so some people would
all
Check
Harry
the cash.
Potter and shit.
yeah, some people would say some shit like that, or like my cousins when they came from Mexico, they used to grab quarters and be like, "Oh look, alcancía," you know, just try to put quarters in me and
You
shit.
start dancing or what?
Nah, the alcancía's little piggy bank, the little piggy bank. It's too funny for that.
I don't know if you consider this near death. I guess.
Was it a moment where you're like, "Fuck, this is it"? Say my
Yeah.
prayers.
Yeah, I was like I mean, I can say a few probably. Anyway, this one was like, so me and my brother fucking. So I used to drive this fucking Ford Granada, back in the day, and
In
it
the
was
late 1900s?
In the late 1900s, and it was fucking really fucking yellow, dude. really
Like
yellow.
banana yellow.
Yeah, like banana fucking.
He was driving a boat.
And it actually wasn't that big of a car, but it was like really fucking. You can see it coming from a mile away. So I fucking we're rolling into the projects, coming home, and for some reason my brother's in the back seat, in the passenger side, and I'm driving, right. So I back up, I parallel park, and I open the door, and it's that older, I think it's a 1970s model, so I'm driving in 1990, so it's already about 20 years old, and it creaks. And I put one foot out, my brother starts yelling, don't go out. And so I kind of like from the corner of my eye, I saw him doing this shit.
No.
And so we're parked on whoever knows, like on Glen Avenue. And I didn't move. I just put one foot down. So I had the door open, a yellow ass fucking car, and I had one foot out of the car like this, right? And I'm not moving, and I see two fools walking, and one holding a fucking shotgun, and another fool holding a handgun. And when I opened the door and I creaked, and he started saying, "Don't open," and I creaked, they let off a fucking shotgun blast. Boom! So I already knew, I just stood there, and my brother was staying in the back seat. And these fools walked, probably like right outside the fucking, of the wall here, and just walking, and I saw them, and they were all like fucking all nervous, right? All fucking like on it and shit. And I won't even say the sick one, but I stood there, and I was like, fuck, this is it. This is it, because I mean, as the car's yellow, I was just thinking like, fuck, I'm just thinking of like the bullets just coming into the fucking car, and they just fucking walked down the fucking street. I still had the door open. I hadn't fucking, and I just looked back, and the fools way down the street. They fucking crossed the street to walk into Ivanwood, and I was like, fuck. And as soon as they fucking they just got out of sight, me and my brother fucking just got out of the car. He fucking kind of he just walked to the pad and shit, fuck this, I'm fucking. And so and apparently that night they were coming from they had killed one of my homies, and they had shot up he shot him up, and they also shot his mom. She survived, but I was at that moment I was like, fuck, we're done. And yeah, man, that was
good times. Yikes.
Crazy shit.
Yikes.
There was to lighten up the mood. There was another time where I was fucking. They would have at that time they were there was money coming in to the community, and they would have agencies provide a summer job. So our summer job was to fucking go around cleaning around the projects, and sometimes painting. So I don't remember if we were painting or we were picking something up, and one of the homies pulled out. I guess I was crouching or something, and he pulled out, and he went up to me with a cap gun. And fucking all I saw was a barrel. And then I heard "Pah!" And I was it just kind of this, just a flash of I'm dead, and then I'm still alive. And that fool's all ha ha ha, you laughing and shit. I'm oh, what a dick. What a dick. I just saw a barrel, because we were all alone. I was fuck. Oh, that's the closest I ever, I guess I did. But that was because it was right off Olympic, so some fools could have just rolled up, and I just rolled up and just so I just saw a barrel, and I go, "Pah!" Oh shit. Fuck. That's how we played. Oh man.
Gotcha. We can still play like that. So. No, you can't. Everybody's got guns now.
Oh fuck.
Play like that with somebody now, it's just gonna be all
Back
fucking.
in the day.
all
We were kids. We were
guns.
like 14, 13.
14. All right, oh man.
I have so many.
Pick
I'll
one.
go with Halloween.
Mm.
I'll go with the first time I ever got shot at. Me and the homie Marky. Actually, Marky was supposed to. He wants to be on the show, and I haven't hit him up.
Ah, shit.
Sorry, Mark. So this would have been a good time. Me and him. I'm in middle school. I'm like in 7th or 8th grade. I think 8th grade, and Marky is in elementary school still. We're growing up on the same block together. I don't know where his brother's at. I don't know where Andrew and Steven are at. I don't know. It's just me and him this Halloween. And he wants to go egg houses and shit. And so he's got a bunch of eggs. And we leave on foot. And it's like a weekend. It's like a Friday or Saturday. So, like, we're going to go on foot. We're going to come back whatever time. It's Halloween. We're going to go trick-or-treating. And we go, and when we get to, like, Stockbridge, like, we're coming home from, like, that area, like, Templeton, in between Templeton and Stockbridge area. Coming home from, like, right around there. We turn on one street because we're trying to get to Stockbridge. And as we're turning, this little car, like this little rice racer, whatever, it pulls up, like, super quick. Like, as we're walking, we're turning the corner, and it kind of pulls up behind us, like, and then, like, slows down. And I'm telling Mark, like, don't look, Mark, just keep walking, like. And so we're walking, and then it drives up next to us, like, real slow, like, fucking right next to us. And the window rolls down just a little bit. And then some fool's kind of looking at us. And me and Mark look at him, and, like, when we both look in the car just drives off. Like, oh, shit. Me and Mark looking at each other, like, it's Halloween. They're just trying to scare us. You know what I mean? Like, these fools are just tripping. Like, they're just trying to find Halloween, you know.
Fear.
Yeah, they're trying to get the fear in us. So but we both decide, all right, it's time to go home now. Like, let's fucking take our asses home. And it's kind of still a far walk from, like, the Templeton Stockbridge area to the Stillwell Guardia Park area, or Guardia. I mean, not Guardia, Stillwell in Newtonia. So we're walking, and we're able to get on the dash, and we fucking dash it to the Newtonia fucking exit, and we're walking up the hill. So Newtonia and Stillwell makes like a T intersection, and we're walking up the hill, and we make a left on Stillwell to walk down to my pad, and we're like, I don't know, 200 feet. We're like in between the corner and my pad, like 200 feet, like 2 houses down, and a car drives up on the T, so it's like in the intersection, facing west, but still looking like the windows are toward us. And I kind of noticed that car didn't keep going. There's no stop sign right there, but it slowed down on Newtonia. And I kind of noticed it, but I didn't pay no never mind to it. Like, mind you, I'm just a kid still. And then I start to hear, like, a couple of cracks, you know, like a cracking sound, like crack, crack, crack. And I didn't register as gunshots to me. But I did turn back to look and see, like, where does that sound? And I look, and that car hadn't driven up. I guess I anticipated that car had left already. But when I look, the car is kind of creeping up the hill, and I see flashes coming from the car, like, pow, pow, pow. I go, oh shit! And then I see, like, sparks on the street. I see something in the street. Like, oh shit! And I fucking grab my little homie Marky. He's little. I grab him by the arm. Like, what the fuck is shooting at us, dog? And I grab him, and we're running, and we're only like, I don't know, 1 house away from my apartment building. We got to run down this little ramp, and I grab him. We run down, and I'm banging. We're fucking banging, boom, 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 like on my door. Cause I don't have my keys. I just want the door to be open. Like, I had the keys, but I wasn't gonna. I'm banging, and nobody's answering the door, and I can hear the TVs on, and we're banging. Nobody's at the door, so we're like, think fast, and down the ways, and like, there's like a little alleyway where the driveway was that goes to a laundry room. So fucking come on, Mark. We go into the laundry room and like the door's open, the light is on. We turn the light off and we close the door and we lock it. We're just like sitting, like I just sit down across from each other, and there's like a window in that door too, so you can see it. So we're like turn the light off, and we're like this under the window, looking at each other like fucking, don't fucking talk, don't move, because like they're gonna feel like they're coming for us. And then we hear a car come down the driveway, whoo, and we're fucking like, oh shit, we're just like. They're gonna fucking come here and kill us, dog. Like, they're gonna fucking hunt us down and like shoot us, you know. And then the car goes down and it parks, and it turns out it was my mom. I could hear her keys, and she's walking over to the door. I'm like, oh fuck, that's my mom. Motherfuckers are shooting outside, so immediately like turn the light on. I'm like, fucking mom, get in the house. They're fucking shooting, you know. They're shooting at us. Like they're gonna come down here right now. They're fucking. She's like, what? And then she opens the door, and her fucking boyfriend at the time is in the house watching TV. He didn't open the door for us when we were banging on the door.
Fucking Navajos.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
He said, that's what you get for scalping my ancestors' feet.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're fucking banging. That food didn't answer the fucking door. We could have got fucking
max.
We could have got
Oh
popped.
wow.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Good times.
So we had a dislocated shoulder that led to a fucking
Oh,
OD.
Yeah,
morphine
morphine
a morphine overdose. We had got banged on the same spot.
Two
At the
noggins
fucking
smashed.
edge of the fucking table.
You have a
And I had two near-death experiences when it came to like fucking
Gang violence.
yeah.
I have some gang violence ones too, but
Fuck.
it's a story for another day.
We'll come back to it.
Damn.
Fuck. These are good shorts.
Yeah, yeah.
On one of them, it's a trip because it was like gang violence and like cop harassment, where I thought I was gonna die twice.
You cycled it? You cycled it?
What do you mean?
Like I feel like it's been more than 30 minutes. You haven't got up.
Yeah, I've got it up twice.
Oh, okay,
Oh, yeah.
okay. I'm just.
That means we're doing a good job
yeah,
here,
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Actually, I got 5 minutes for the third one.
Okay.
So it's going to be an hour and a half.
Just curious.
All right. Well,
Would you rather?
would you rather?
All right.
Alright.
Would you rather?
All right.
Fuck.
We have would you rather, then we have the crypto corner, and then end of the world advice.
Crypto corner. No crypto corner.
Advice. That's good.
The crypto guy in here.
But I'm down for the.
We're all crypto
would you
guys.
rather.
All right, you down for would you rather?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
No, I don't want to do that one for you. Somebody else go first.
oh man.
Just do it.
All right. So. All right. Would you rather have the power of a werewolf or the power of a vampire? But they both have caveats. Okay, so the power of the werewolf, you literally are gonna kill somebody every time you turn, and it happens every night. So you don't remember it happening. You just wake up in the field like the typical blood, naked.
You don't know who it is you killed.
Yeah. But that's the power of a werewolf. Aside from that, though, you're invincible practically. Like
Like a lichen?
yeah, like a lichen. Like you
Nice.
fucking, you're probably gonna live forever, or however long lichens live, and all the cool properties. Okay, the caveat of the vampire is
If you have to suck blood out of penises.
Well, that's no comparison.
Yeah, werewolf it is for me.
no, I was gonna say. I mean, that's a good one too. But that's good.
Damn.
Alright, you have to feed as a vampire, but only on like old ladies.
They're on their way out already, you know? Like, werewolf and kill possibly, you know, like my spouse or, you know, my parents. Or,
Do vampires get to choose who becomes a vampire? Like, can they separate food from who
Oh,
they're
like
gonna?
they want to turn them.
Because that's how you become a vampire, right? Like
You
you,
bit.
You
In
get bit,
Blade,
right?
is it just like they don't suck you dry?
Yeah. I think that's the majority of it. So like they can't kill you in the process of eating. If they bite you and let you live, then
Well-
you're gonna become a vampire.
Well, in Twilight,
oh
It's the
no!
same thing in Twilight.
I don't even know. I don't even
Kristen
know.
Stewart.
Hey, she was pretty good. I just saw her in a film, just on some other shit, like an alien film. It's pretty good. I was like, wow, she changed her role and did a good job.
Was it the one where she's emo?
No, she's in a fucking drill site, a underwater drill site, and that shit
Aquaman.
fucking hit something they weren't supposed to. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Your ex.
You're-
When you hit something you're not supposed to.
it just releases some creatures, okay? That's all I gotta say.
okay.
Kraken.
Another would you rather?
I don't know, that was just off the top.
I don't know.
So everybody's.
I would say I like the wolf better, but like if
But you
I'm
don't
not
want
gonna know who I'm gonna kill, I could kill anybody close to
Yeah,
me,
you
right?
could.
Yeah.
But if I'm the vampire killing old ladies, and I'm just killing old ladies on their way out anyway, so I'm going with the vampire.
Are you doing a service?
Yeah, I'm playing the world.
Population control.
Yeah.
service?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Well, I guess they both are, right? But
But it's just old ladies.
yeah.
yeah.
It was just specifically old
Vampires.
ladies. I don't know why. It's just they're more innocent, like kind of like that's an old lady. Like, poor viejita.
Damn.
But
Okay,
you-
sorry, Grandma, but I'm hungry. Sorry, but I'm hungry.
Sorry, you lived a good life. They're just your grandkids are gonna miss you. It's fucking dirty. All right. What would you be?
Oh, I'll probably go with the vampire too.
You too.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
when you're a werewolf, can you consciously use your werewolf body? Like, can you be like, oh, I'm gonna be a werewolf for this?
No, he said you forget. You don't remember.
Well, you don't remember killing somebody.
What?
It's kind of like when you're drunk. Like, you know that people say, "Oh, that's my drunk self."
Yeah.
You're talking to my drunk me. It's a different you.
Yeah, it's the
That-
real you. It's the
I don't know about
you
this.
inside
I don't
you.
think it's the real you. I think it's.
That's
There's
the-
a saying in Spanish que los
Well-
niños y los borrachos dicen la verdad.
I don't.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
believe
but
that.
It's
To
just,
be
they
true.
call it a spirit for a
They
reason.
don't have a. You just don't have your inhibitions.
Yeah,
So
your
it's like-
your things that limit you from doing shit you normally wouldn't do. That means that's not you, because those limits are created by something.
It's like your ego fucking has full
So-
reign.
Okay, so if you're a werewolf, like I can still like I'm like, okay, I can have an itinerary as a werewolf. I just don't remember killing somebody.
Yeah, you just don't know who you're gonna kill that night.
It's not like I'm just some fucking blind rage fucking raw werewolf. Because then what's the point of even being a werewolf? You know, if you
Because
can't-
it gives you it gives you the perks thing that when you're not a werewolf, which
Yeah,
is
but
like
if
invincible.
you can't experience being a werewolf, even though you turn into one, like that sucks. You know?
Okay, fine. Like I said, all right. After a
I
certain,
choose
Nah,
vampire.
you can't change it now.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you can't change
no,
it.
I'm not changing it. You can experience. You can do stuff while you're a werewolf, but yeah, you won't.
You just don't remember killing
You don't
somebody.
remember you're gonna kill somebody.
You're just not gonna remember
Who
the
it was.
person you killed. Okay. Is that what kicks you out of it? Like in order to like,
You probably have to kill somebody. That
You have
night.
to kill
It knocks-
somebody? Yeah.
probably.
so you're like, hey, it's been real, had a great time.
You kill somebody.
John, I'm sorry, bro. I can't stay a werewolf forever. He's like, oh, that's cool, man. I had a great time.
Yeah, the wife and kids are gonna be waiting for me at 6 in the morning. Gotta make breakfast.
You wanted to party with a werewolf, bro. You know. Yeah. Okay, I choose werewolf.
Okay.
I don't want to have to like kill old ladies.
I
You
do.
know?
I'd
rather it be like somebody random than like. old
I'd
ladies.
start with the queen.
The queen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? There's perks. You know what?
Yeah, there's some pretty.
Yeah, I
wild
choose
old
vampire.
people.
I choose vampire.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll go vampire too.
All right.
There's some evil old ladies, some KKK wives from the early 1900s. The mid and
Still
early
around.
1900s.
KK Karens.
All right. Does anybody got another one?
All right.
So yeah, we went not dirty for the first.
Yeah. Would you rather have he's already laughing. Alright. Would you rather have the ability to breathe underwater but you're but the longer you breathe underwater, the more you become like a fish or a mermaid. So like you have the ability to breathe, but eventually you become a merman and you can't go back on water. Like the longer you use that ability. Or would you rather be a sidekick, but you shit out of your mouth?
Where'd be a sidekick?
But always shit.
But when you shit, it's
like South Park.
yeah.
But you're a sidekick. But you're a sidekick. A sidekick to what?
Sidekick.
Oh, a sidekick.
Not a sidekick.
I thought you said a sidekick.
Like you can tell the future type shit.
Psychic.
Well, okay, what kind of psychic powers do you have?
All the psychic power, telekinesis.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I mean? You
gotta
can read
But you
people.
gotta shit.
But whenever you shit, you shit out of your mouth. You gotta taste it every time. Your breath smells like
What
shit.
if you fast?
Well, you're human. You have to eat sometime.
I just drink liquids.
Which
You're
one?
still gonna shit liquids. You'd be shitting diarrhea at your mouth.
At least it's not a solid.
What a shit mouth.
It's so gross.
It's pretty much throwing up.
Damn, the psychic. Okay, for me, low-key, the psychic thing is awesome, but the shitting in your mouth, I'd rather be a fish. I'd rather use that power, the fish power, for like if I have to save myself, like worst case scenario type of deal. Like, oh shit, like
Plane's going down.
in the ocean. Like I know I'm gonna be all right. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'd avoid the water though. I don't want to be a fish person.
No, but it's like whenever you touch water, like if you take a shower, like
You need to take a shower.
yeah.
What?
Whenever you touch
But you
touch
start
water,
breathing
You start gaining
underwater.
scale.
yeah. But like the more time you spend in water, the more you become a fish. So like,
You got that from a Disney movie.
I mean, I'm sure there's movies like that, but I didn't get it.
There's some guy that he joins a swim team and then he starts growing scales.
Oh, that's
Oh.
old. That's like
That's
You remember that one?
early
Forgot
2000s.
about
And then he's like
Then it's- then
in the
it's
early
the-
2000s.
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
I think there was
My
that Don
brother-
Knotts movie too.
Which one?
I
Don
wish
Knotts.
I was a fish.
That's a Don Knotts.
I mean, for the sake of like a good,
Put Don Knotts and see what happens.
for the sake of like a good argument, you become a really badass fish. You're like
But you can't go back on land.
can't go back on
Nah,
land,
fuck that.
but you're also like a super dope, like whatever kind of
Fuck
fish
that.
it is that you become.
I'm shitting out my mouth. I shit my mouth.
yeah.
Shitting out my mouth. Fuck it. It sucks. I got a toothbrush with me.
Yeah, I'd go with that
At all
one, but I would just eat like liquids. You know? It's just like throwing
So
up.
diarrhea out your mouth.
Yeah. At least it's not a solid.
It's a tumor.
But you would be a badass fish.
Yeah, like whatever type of fish it is like a fish that no other sea
Like an
animal would
apex
fuck with.
predator
Yeah, you're
fish.
like an apex. What do you got? Like armor or like whatever the fuck you want as like a dope fish. You know what I mean? Like
I'll do that. I would pick.
No, it's
I would pick-
Incredible Mr. Limpet.
Oh, that one, yeah. I'll go with that.
You want to be a fish person?
Be a fish, yeah.
Hell no. The
That-
ocean
that-
sucks.
you would you have
I
no
mean,
strength.
but I'm the fucking top dog.
How do you
up
know
there.
you're not a fish?
You watch videos of being in the ocean.
is
Imagine
like-
that's you.
The ocean
just
is
live
like,
that.
oh
Like,
man,
It's just cold all the time. It's
that's
an
not
octopus.
necessarily.
Dude, like how black it is in nighttime. Like,
Well, nighttime, no. Actually, things grow in there.
yeah. There's a bioluminescence, but not everything. Like the LA isn't like that. That's just black as fuck.
Well, that's not late, but I'm not. You're out there, like,
But you're also like the most apex dopest fish. So like
yeah,
Swordfish?
whatever it is,
whatever kind of fucking mermaid fish you want
It
to
just
be.
sounds boring as hell.
Nah,
You just swim around and eat fish.
that's a whole other ecosystem.
You're just like
Is there any other people like you?
you're just like
You'll probably be alone.
Nah,
bro.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
you're just
humans
like
need connection to people. They go. You go.
like at the pier,
Little big connection.
Redondo Beach, where the yachts are at. You're just sitting there like starving for human interaction. You're just
Yeah,
like floating in
you
the
can't.
water, and they're like, "Oh, that mermaid guy is there. He wants
There's that
food."
fucking creepy dude. in
He's
here.
like, "Give him food or something." He's like, "Bitch, I'm the best hunter in the ocean. I don't need food. I crave interaction."
That was human was. Yeah, see, fuck that. I'm not to change your mind, but
in the ocean.
yeah, I definitely would rather shit
Just
out.
want to play PlayStation. I just want one round of Call of Duty.
Yeah, no more. No. No more. You can be able to grow your own food. It's just there already.
You said just get to hunt.
So you're bored. There's nothing to do.
Yeah. All right.
That's me personally.
Bunch of shit mouths.
Shit mouths all day.
Mouths.
Shit mouth gang.
Who are these fools?
Shit mouth
Yeah,
gang.
yeah,
You guys
yeah.
are shit mouths.
Your apex fish.
Apex fish guy. Lonely apex.
Wow.
AFG. Apex
All right.
fish guy.
Well,
I already did my Would You Rather. It's their turns.
no, but you gotta answer your one though.
Oh, fuck.
Then
Yeah.
I didn't think of that one.
I didn't think of that. I didn't think that far ahead. Oh, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because if you're the fish guy, you're going to be stinky. You're going to smell like shit, you know, because you can't take a shower.
Yeah,
Well, you could.
but then you're gonna be a fish.
Yeah. Eventually you're going to be a fish, you know, and like...
I hate
Shower
not,
every
I hate
other
not
day?
showering. I hate not showering.
Huh?
That
You
shit-
shower once a week.
You feel
No, I
gross.
shower
Nasty.
sometimes twice a
Well, I
day.
mean, he's
No, I
making it
mean,
seem like
at that
well, I was
point,
like,
you turn
you're
to
like
fish.
Oh, yeah.
growing up a
that's probably
kid.
Based on
right.
your
You
showers?
just
Yeah.
automatically out of nowhere you get this ability to.
I would imagine it would take years, you know what I mean? To turn
Yeah,
into
I would
a
think so
fish.
too, because you're growing up as a kid. and
You know,
shit.
but you're gonna have a large phase of your life where you're like half fish, half human, and you smell like fish, and you're
Yeah.
like scaly and shit, and like you got like
You're gonna smell.
you're like
You're gonna smell like your fresh.
you know what I mean? It's like and then like fucking, you know, Bianca's right here. You had a crush on her since you were like in the 4th grade, and then there was a moment before you started looking like a fish in high school that she was like super into you, and then
Does
all
she
of a
smell like
sudden,
fish too?
then all of a sudden one day you're all like, and then she's all like, what the fuck happened? And then you're thinking about that while you're like swimming in the ocean, like fucking Bianca, man, fucking shouldn't have took those showers.
So you're shit mouth too.
Yeah, I'm a shit mouth.
Shit
too.
mouth gang.
You shit, no, because you can still brush. Oh, you can't even brush your teeth, huh?
Yeah, water.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're
'Cause
fish.
you're more like you're either shit mouth or you're shit ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, essentially.
Fuck. Fuck.
shit ass.
I guess.
Shit mouth.
I would just use my
guess-
psychic abilities to
Alright.
become a really
Would
high
you
value
rather
man.
eat a cocktail of like insects, like roaches, like just the nastiest like insects you could think of, like a big ass bowl for $1 million, or would you rather get $1 every time you lick a dirty foot?
Oh, dirty foot.
How dirty? Like black.
Like you
Like-
just ran through a field of manure or something.
Oh, I mean that's essentially what roaches. Like,
Oh,
like, would you rather be on
some
Fear
homeboy
Factor
from
for $1
fucking
million?
Skid Row, some homie from Skid Row walking around barefoot.
But the thing is that after you kill that bull, then you get the $1 million and that's it, right? But then
Or you could lick 1,000,000 feet.
yeah, or 1,000,001 feet, or 1,000,002, or 2,000,000
Or
feet.
10 million.
Yeah,
feet.
10 million.
What kind of lick is it? Like a?
It's like a whole top.
Or is it
bottom.
like
Top
a-
to bottom, heel to toe.
Yeah.
I mean, heel to
Yeah,
toe,
heel
heel
to
to
Yeah,
toe.
nah, fuck that. Roaches. Roaches.
Oh fuck!
Roaches.
Oh,
Roaches.
roaches.
Because then they
Bugs.
you know, tickle their feet and they're like, ah.
Bugs.
And there's like pus and crumbs in
Ah.
their
Bug.
worms.
I take the third choice. I'm not even competing for that $1 million. Oh,
Would you
All
rather
right.
be on Fear Factor for one moment or for a lifetime?
How big is this bowl?
fuck! I know.
It's like a bowl like this.
Like a fruit salad bowl?
Like a salad, yeah. Like a fruit salad.
Damn, like a dough bowl.
How long? Yeah,
That's a
no,
lot
still.
of bugs.
It's a lot of bugs.
You gotta finish it.
That's a lot of
Does it
bacteria.
bug you?
It's a lot of bacteria.
Okay, are these insects healthy? Because you can't eat bad insects. Like
I said the 30th insects that you can think of.
like you can't eat flies. Like any survivalist will tell you, you can't eat animals that eat decomposing.
Because you're gonna fucking
You'll
die.
you'll
Yeah.
die yourself. So
It's
That's
either
part of
that
it?
and $1 million.
I guess the foot thing, foot gang.
Mm.
Yeah, you don't even get to experience $1 million because you're in
Yeah, you're gonna die. You're gonna have fucking all kinds of complications.
Yeah.
Foot gang, we're here. Foot gang,
fetish.
foot gang.
I mean, I don't have to lick any feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could just not do
just
it.
get a job.
Yeah. But if you need some quick cash, line them up.
No, you're in the survival mode because all that shit break down based on the fucking conspiracy theories that we have coming and shit. So with $1 million, you can fucking lick feet or
Lick your feet.
or eat these
They're
bugs.
useless dollars at that point.
But you won't get the money until you finish $1 million.
Well, I wasn't saying just $1 a foot.
Jesus
Until
Christ.
you get $1.
If that's the
you get
case, that's horrible. That means like
Bug game.
once you're in, you gotta finish. Like,
Yeah.
That's, ugh.
You can't stop at 100,000.
Imagine you're like a fucking 988 and you're like,
You die from dysentery. That's disgusting.
you're like 50 feet in, you're like, just bring me the ball already.
There's hella women that would be millionaires.
Ugh.
There's hella men that would be millionaires too, low key.
That's what I'm into.
That's not what I'm into. I do not fuck with feet.
Damn.
My cousin's scared of feet.
Yeah?
If I go like take my shoe off and I go like that to her, she'd be like, "Get the fuck away from her!"
Wow. Blow it up.
Yeah.
All right. So ready?
Did you watch the show?
All right.
No, I don't think so.
So
She knows about it.
you're
I'll mention it.
you're
Put a picture.
Would you rather?
would you rather? Okay. But I'm gonna give you the context. So you're about to marry the most prettiest, bombest, greatest, like in all different aspects.
In all aspects.
In all aspects.
Your perfect match.
You know, you're this, I would say, Cheyenne princess. Whatever, right?
Cheyenne?
A
Oh,
Cheyenne.
fuck with that Cheyenne.
Yeah.
I'm just
A
kidding.
Cheyenne. Whatever.
I'm just
nation.
kidding.
Opata.
I don't fuck with the open.
The Opata, Yaqui, the Pueblo,
Okay,
whatever.
okay.
So
So
they
then-
have princesses.
Right? But you have to go through a ritual,
Yeah, Cherokees have princesses.
right?
Damn.
And
Is it
so
called Bones Ritual?
either you have to carry sweat light stone, hot.
Fresh up the
Uh,
fire.
Yeah, you have to carry it so many yards in your hands right out of the fire. Or something like years ago, maybe you might remember, but there's like that they said that back in the day, you would pierce your penis 7 times with a maguey.
That's too Mayan for me, then.
So which one would you do?
Wait, okay.
So
Describe the piercing.
You gotta pierce
well,
your
it has with a
Johnson.
maguey, so you just kind of like.
Through it?
Well, you know what? I think
That's
it was
like,
more.
is
I
it
think it
just
was more
skin?
like. I think it was more like foreskin. You know,
7 times.
but you have
I
to
don't
7
have
times.
foreskin.
You got skin there.
Nah, no way, you
I
can get
also
exposed
don't.
a lot.
Wow.
Wow. That's a sensitive rule. I didn't make that decision. See how you are?
So,
You still have skin over your balls.
so like,
You
so
gotta
just
pierce your
like
balls.
skin through,
Yeah.
or burn your hands to the
Yeah,
oblivion
for a
because
certain,
your
like,
shit's gonna
certain
be
amount-
third
yeah.
degree. That's third degree. Carrying any grandfather
Yeah,
stone
so it's
while
the-
it's burning is gonna destroy
Someone
your
wanted
hand.
me to do that. Like, if you're gonna marry so and so, you're gonna have to pierce your penis. And I felt like being like, yo, did you do that when you got with your girl?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm not down.
I don't know. I feel like the stone. I feel like if you're in alignment with the universe, you can will the stone not to burn you.
No.
That's
the thing.
It is a stone, so it does have energy.
Oh god.
Yeah. You know what I mean? If you have energy, the stone has energy.
So if it's 2nd degree burns, you
Third
can't
degree.
use your
It's
3rd
gonna
degree
be third
burns
degree.
Yeah, your fucking hands are burnt. Like there's-
forever.
Your skin.
I mean, not free-
your
but
skin
they're
is
not- it's not
melted
coming
off. You're
back.
probably gonna.
Oh,
You're gonna.
shoot.
You're gonna
Like
shear
it-
them pretty bad.
Like, you've probably never even had a 2nd degree burn in your life.
This would be like 3rd degree.
You would have a serious fucking scar if you had a 2nd degree burn.
All right. So,
So, like,
okay,
third
okay,
degree-
Okay, so
third degree
in that
melts
context,
your- melts your
it's not
flesh
even
off.
kind of like what's the purpose of carrying the stone?
Well, I mean, you have this woman. I mean, your hands are burnt, but this woman. You have fucking
You'll never
melted
be.
hands.
You'll never be able to feel the
You never-
touch of her hand on your hand.
Oh,
you'll
yeah,
never
probably
be
burn
able
off
to,
all your nerve endings.
All right. So then, you want to change it up? I can change it up.
No. I'm ready. I'd rather pierce my dick.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that.
I mean, I watched a guy pierce his own Yahoo like all the way through. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, Ashley,
he seemed alright.
Ashley's bro has like a fucking marble in his dick.
It's like a Prince Albert.
Jesus Christ.
I heard of
A
that.
marble?
Like some type of bearing
they
or
put
something.
You know
some kind of
what?
bearings in there.
Fools in prison be doing that
Dude,
shit,
do some
dog.
crazy shit like
What
that.
the fuck is up with
That fool
that?
did that shit. Yeah, I don't know if I'm pretty sure.
What do they do that though? It's
Why and why in prison?
Why?
You know?
I didn't know about that in prison.
No, fools in prison be doing all kinds of shit to their dicks.
Wow.
Like the fool that I saw pierce his shit, like that fool.
That was in prison.
He wasn't in prison, but,
But he
went.
came from
Yeah,
prison.
So,
Yeah.
foreskin piercings it is?
Yeah, I guess
all
so.
around.
Foreskin piercing gang.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because that's only 7.
Whole lot of my gay needles over here.
Yeah.
Gang, gang.
Secret.
So it's 10 o'clock, guys.
Crypto corner. I mean, we can edit like in between the segments to like cut the time. All right, everybody, welcome to the Crypto Corner. I'm your host, Two Ravens. To my right, we have our fundamental analysis. We have a fundamental analyst. Our fundamentals analyst, Detective Lucas Tecolo.
Picolado.
Tecolo. Tell us what your updates are.
Man, my updates. I'm really feeling Shiba.
Why?
Yeah.
You vibing with Shiva right now?
Yeah, I'm
Lucky
vibing.
I
It's
gotta,
just
get
like
out.
Okay.
I'm supposed to give a ride to someone.
Fuck.
What do you mean? You're supposed to be here.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we could finish this really quick or what?
I guess we're not doing the Crypto Corner then?
I guess not.
Yeah, I'm just saying we could finish it quick. Cause
Does anybody have anything interesting?
I
on
don't
the
know how to
crypto-
say about Crypto Corner. Just
Okay,
fucking-
does anybody have anything to share in the Crypto Corner? Is it even worth our time?
Should we diss Leo Libra real quick?
Diss him?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's diss it.
All right.
Diss him.
Welcome to the Crypto Corner. The news this week is that I found this fucking dude on YouTube that is fucking doing astrology to make price predictions in crypto.
First of all, if you're using astrology to predict anything, something is wrong with you.
That's fair. I can
That's
see
fair.
that.
I also agree with that.
I can see that. It's not science.
It is not a sign.
It's super like European, like the Queen of England fucking.
Yeah, she made it famous.
She's the one that made it famous. Nobody would be walking around like I'm a Cancer if it wasn't for her, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So like
No, bitch, you got cancer.
she don't. She drinks the blood of children.
Yeah,
Um,
good.
I can't agree
She
with that
does.
one.
she drinks baby blood.
I
With
think
what?
some of that stuff comes from Kemet. But they just appropriate it. Like with Masons, they take shit and just make it their own.
Okay, but
There's
who
No,
made
no,
it
no,
famous?
no, no. We're not
It's-
saying she created it. She was saying
No,
that she's the
she
one
made
that
it
made
famous.
She made it famous in this way of
she
in this
made
way of
it
using it.
accessible to the common people because it was only like rich people had access to that. And
Why?
it ain't fucking native.
But the way she was using it was like, oh, on this day,
Yeah,
and
that
this
whole
day-
that whole thing like that.
Okay.
It went mainstream because of her.
yeah,
Why did only rich people have it?
because they're Masons there, or like,
Probably.
Because there's truth to it. They were hoarding it for themselves.
I mean,
But why would the queen give it up?
I
if
have
it's like that.
I have a view of like the Torapuali that is kind of like
See, but
not
that's
it's not
It's
it's
our version of that.
we can't shit.
unorthodox,
We
but
can't shit on our own thing.
it's like
We can't shit on our people
that there's
that
like
that are appropriating other people's thing.
you know, basically do the stars have an influence over stuff
Regardless
that's
of all
happening
that, I think that shit's ridiculous.
but when you call
And
it
this motherfucker
crypto,
Leo Libra
Dude,
on YouTube is doing that and making price predictions based on astrology.
and they're coming true.
It's the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen in my life.
it's yet to be proven.
It's yet to be proven. I mean, like,
Well, I don't know.
it's relatively
He's
new.
a new-
There's only like 2 or 3
Okay.
videos out. You know what I mean? So we have to wait to see if any of his price predictions come true. And
Wow.
You know what he does? He draws his predictions by closing his eyes, and he says he holds a crystal in his hand, and that he draws it.
Okay,
And that's
if
where the
you're using
person-
crystals for anything that's not smoking it, there's something wrong with you.
You ain't smoking the
There's
crystal.
something wrong with you if you're smoking it too.
Like, don't touch crystals. Period.
Yeah.
It's getting hot over here.
Yeah, I don't know. So,
Okay.
but you know, if you're watching this, go on YouTube, type in Leo Libra crypto astrology, and tell us what you think. I think it's bullshit. I think it's ridiculous. But who knows? Who knows?
Maybe he's right.
Maybe he checked the fibs.
Maybe it's part of the
Fibonacci-
astrology.
The
Fibonacci-
DMAs are on point.
Fibonacci is astrology, right?
Right.
Is it?
I don't know.
I
It's
wouldn't know.
part of the universe. So yeah, I would assume
It's
it
like
has something
It's
to
part
do
of
with it.
math for
It's
sure.
part of it's part of makeup.
Sacred geometry.
It's sacred geometry.
Sacred.
Yeah, there it
Is astrology sacred geometry? Geometry? Is astrology sacred? No.
No.
Not really.
All I'm saying is, it's crazy how like they'll be like, oh, I'm this sign, but it's like, oh, but I'm nothing like that. I'm like this. And, oh,
It's
it's
because
because
your
you're this
moon.
rising
Yeah, this-
and that
yeah.
descending.
It's because your
and
Jupiter is in your eighth.
Yeah. Astrology is infinite dot connecting.
You know what I mean?
And it's just like, oh,
You know what I mean?
Well, that's
I can find a dot that'll connect to that. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
oh, I'll proof from over here.
Well, it's because we're in retrograde. Normally, you wouldn't do that.
So like the Chinese have their own thing, but that's yearly, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then
Snake
the
gang.
other one's like
Horse game.
monthly kind of thing, you know. Like,
And
so,
they do associate like personality traits
yeah,
to
yeah,
See,
but
to signs and
That's
stuff.
the issue I have.
Okay,
though.
so then why aren't these people using the Chinese shit? Why is horoscopes that make shit?
Because
How come people are using it
for
where, I
Hawaii?
think that's where like
Yeah.
the like initially
mainstream.
your Kemet was a very big influence into Eastern Western Europe,
Yeah.
and then Freemasons later on they went in there and picked
Just
they
Yeah.
just pulled that shit out
They
and they
poached
just
it's just like
culture.
Christianity.
and then they
like,
just pass it on to the people in a more like stupid way, like that's like within that whole still like idea of like influence from celestial bodies, but not in a very accurate way.
Do you think people act a particular way based on how the stars were aligned when they were born?
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you listen to Leo Libra.
No.
This was gonna
No,
make
but I'm
his.
talking about like the way that I've been that I've like I've heard how they use the tunalpuali.
Mhm.
That the moment you take your first breath, you're inhaling air, a hekat, and whatever energy is in this empty space that in English we can't describe what's
So
here.
So okay.
But
So
when we take fucking mushrooms
so
or whatever,
twins-
we're fucking seeing a bunch of shit right here.
so twins, I've seen twins that are identical looking, but like
They don't have
different in
nothing.
character, you know, and then also that are not the same looking, but they're like similar in character, you know. So that kind of to me is like
And they would have the same
the
zodiac.
same sign, you know, pretty much just
Everything.
seconds apart, you know.
seconds apart, yeah, or
Yeah.
minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't buy it.
I'm just
Yeah.
I think there's a truth in it, but there's also exceptions to the rule always. There's not always like 100% is like, you know.
All
Well,
I'm
then
saying-
if there's exception to all rules, then is there an exception to that rule?
Yeah.
So then, what's the point?
That there's like or that you
I
know.
just like look, here's like this is what I heard about water signs that we're only emotional. Like I'm one of the most logical people probably you're gonna ever meet.
You don't make feelings
I
based
don't-
on.
yeah.
You don't make decisions based on feelings.
But I
Yeah,
think that's
right.
already like something that you worked on
It's because your rising is in
because
Isn't it?
I
Yeah,
mean,
some other
so this is what I hear
fucking
like
shit.
so when you're
Capitarius.
when you're
Yeah, just go underneath the camera.
when you're born and you take that first breath, you inhale qualities as well as strengths and weaknesses. So in the way that society was structured back then, understanding these energies that you inhaled, and they got imprinted into your DNA through the wind, through the hekat that you took that first, you know. So you work on your on your weaknesses in your early stages of your life, so that when you reach a certain stage, now you're already like dominating your weaknesses. So now you excel in your strengths.
You know what I think? I'm an exact clone of my parents, and it shows. Because my dad is super logical, my mother's very emotional, and I got a little bit of both.
Well, yeah, I mean we're all.
So you are emotional, Pisces.
But
fucking Pisces. But I mean, I'm human, so like humans are emotional.
I'm Pisces too, and I do my best not to have emotional based decision making, but at times I have caught myself doing that. Like I'm not 100% of the time fucking using.
I think everybody does that, which is
it's human.
Which is part of the bullshit of astrology for me, is that everybody shares every trait,
If
and then no matter what horoscope you read, it's gonna align with you somewhere throughout your life and experience. You're gonna align with any horoscope you read. It don't matter. You know what I mean? Everybody's gonna like.
If you blank out the names,
yeah,
you just read it. You're like, oh yeah, that person.
Yeah. And it turns out, oh, that wasn't your horoscope for today. That was actually.
I mean, I've seen that in the way that the Tonalpoali has been read to me throughout like the last 25 years, 30 years. I've had it read to me like 4 times, and each one is different.
Yeah.
So it's like,
same.
Which one? And then this. I remember this one dude supposedly he did it, and he like, I guess he thought he had me down under like this whole fucking like personality, or I don't know what. He never really explained it to me, but supposedly when he got my fucking, my stuff down, he just was all fucking distraught and shit. And I couldn't sleep for fucking days and shit. Just like I was like, what the fuck? What are you saying? Like I don't understand.
You're the Antichrist, fool.
You know what's funny when you say that?
I was like, fucking like you're like I didn't. He just told me that though. Like I couldn't. I had you under something else, and then this came up, and it's like I guess
it's like it fucked up his system.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? My dad, when he was away, and he came back, he said somebody had told him the same shit while he was in there, and that he was a numerology guy, and he goes, everybody equals to this one number, and he did his math, and then his number fucked up his system.
Wow.
So like, I gotta redo this fucking thing. He said, you're an anomaly. Wow. And of course, if anybody knows my dad, that ego boosted.
He's definitely the main character.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's 100%. Then this would told me that, and so I was like, I mean, this is something I kind of ponder on.
Yeah.
Is it 100% fucking like? Is it fact? No, it's not fact. It's still within the fucking theory, But when it comes to this Leo Libra fool, that's some other shit, dog. That's
just terrible.
That's just like.
Put in the comments if you would be willing to take financial advice from this man. I'm curious.
If you take,
if you consider it.
If you consider it, and then tell us if you placed any bets based on Leo Libra's financial advice. I don't know. Probably not financial advice.
I think you can still call that analysis.
Yeah, it's technical. It's crypto astrological analysis.
Yeah.
Crypto analysis. I don't know.
Something.
That shit is terrible. I'd rather listen to Coins Kid, but no, the late adopter uses moon phases.
The late adopter?
Yeah. The late adopter uses moon phases. Crypto got it from the Coins Kid got it from the late adopter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you listen to Leo Libra, something's wrong with you.
But go listen to him right now, so that.
Well,
can we
make sure you end our episode first,
no, that's
and then you can go and check that out.
Yeah, we'll link them if we have to.
Feo Libra, right? Feo.
On a side note, if you get the crypto candles from Brujeria, that could work for you.
Dang.
Ooh.
Where do you get the crypto candle from Brujeria?
You don't know, it's not for you.
Are people cracking eggs to get predictions?
Ooh.
They're fucking.
Don't fucking talk bad about that. The cracking eggs, bro. That's
what? What is that?
You leave that.
It's African.
You leave that aside, dog.
It's African.
No, they did that. They did that to me with the mal de ojo and the egg.
Did it turn black?
Yeah. They said it turned black. My mom said so.
Did you have the ojo or what?
Yeah, they said that. That's what they did.
From who?
I don't know. That's what they said. Like when you have a brand new kid
oh my
that you have, and you see somebody kind of like looking at the baby, you kind of have to let them touch the baby.
Yo, that shit's Persian as fuck.
But I don't know.
That eye,
Wow.
that
I
eye
mean,
is
see,
like,
the
isn't that eye Persian?
So
or
the
some
thing
shit?
that I always like, I don't dismiss stuff because we're under the tutelage understanding of Western mind of what is a human
yeah,
and
no,
what
you're
is
right.
everything else.
At the
And
end of
to
the
this day, like that's like my approach is like we don't really know shit because these
Yeah.
fuckers are barely finding new shit out, and
I'll give you
you know
that.
I'm like,
I'll give
so Leo Libra might have some shit going on.
my final thoughts. My final thoughts are that shit could be that it's gonna. Leo Libra is as real as you want him to be. And so is astrology. Is as real
Fuck.
as you want it to be.
That sounds so
Is it-
Matrix and shit.
Is it real? Is it factual? Is it something that can be proven? No, can't be proven. So the chances are that astrology is 100% complete bullshit. However, in quantum physics, when you look at the double slit experiment, you see everything. You see these particles reacting like waves in waveform, right? When you're not observing it, these particles will come out and be in waveform. But then the moment you observe it, the waveform collapses and you get a solid particle form, which basically is saying that like everything reacts as a wave until you observe it, right? So with something like astrology, which is an anomaly, it can't be proven. It's probably bullshit. But in math is incomplete. So there are truths that cannot be proven, right? It's true because we can't prove it, but it's true. Math exists like that. That's one of the fundamental fucking crazy aspects about math is that's a thing. Truths that can't be proven, and astrology can be a truth that cannot be proven, which for me could be like, okay, well, it exists as much as you believe it to. If you believe that people act a certain way on the day they were born, well, then you're probably going to personify that. You're probably going to act like whatever your fucking astrological sign is because that's what you believe. So you're going to personify what you believe. Doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be all emotional because he's a Pisces. But if you believe in it, and you're a Pisces, then you're gonna be all emotional because you believe it. So it's only real for as much as you believe it to be real.
Pretty much. And that's
Our
an
producer's about to quit.
that's an absolute that's an absolute
The guy
truth.
that froze in the freezer in Germany.
Oh, yeah.
Mine, yeah.
That's
And
placebo effect.
That's another
and that's
aspect.
proven.
It's just like what is
Placebo is proven.
what is the to what extent is the mind so powerful, and
It's
we've
30%
we've
proven.
been suppressed, like our minds have been suppressed in so many different ways that
I have no idea how powerful the
No,
mind
no.
could be, but
people healing themselves and
fuck it.
thought, you know. All right.
Blood gang,
Cool,
blood gang.
I don't know because I believe that the biggest power that we have with our mind is the power of choice. You know, so like, if you can like master that, then you can manifest whatever it is that you want from yourself. You know, like if you want to be a certain person, like, then you're gonna walk that way. You know, and you're gonna make the choices that are gonna put you in that predicament. You know, and I think that's where like unlocking that mind comes from. You know, or not as like, oh my god, I have psychic powers because fucking, you know, I unlock my brain. You know, like I don't think that's it. Just don't.
Well, then you're never gonna get those powers because you don't believe. That's our show, everybody. I'm just kidding. Were you gonna say something?
No, just just to add to Decolo what he said, I do agree with, like, I've said it in the past, but like not knowing and being okay with not knowing is like to me one of the most important things a human can do.
Yeah.
And I like to live my life in a practical sense. So if it doesn't fit my life practically, then I just don't use it. But I'm not to say that it truly, like, deep down bones, if you ask me if I believe it or not, I would say I probably don't believe it, but I'm not going to sit here and say I absolutely for sure know that it's bullshit, because I don't. And matter of fact, there's been famous philosophers that argue, like, does God exist? And it can't be disproven that God exists, nor can it be proven that He doesn't. So,
Right.
or it doesn't, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So it's like that's literally the realm that we live in. So like, except that we don't know.
Okay, so now your definition of God may be different from my definition of God, but it might be different from his definition of God.
A creator.
You know? So like
A creator.
okay, so
Or
like
something
a
that
being
creates.
where I see God as everything.
It's something that creates.
You know?
Yeah.
Something that
It's
creates.
everything.
I think there's a.
You know, God
No.
is everything.
I
you know?
think-
Okay, but something that creates. That's the.
Okay, what created everything?
Huh?
Yes.
What created everything?
Self-creation.
Itself.
Okay, so that is God
It's itself.
Okay.
in essence. It could be a lot of things, but it's just the existence of it does and does not exist. Like there's no real proof of either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
that's-
I mean,
it's-
in a way, by how I'm seeing it is like the sun, the stars, the earth, all these things that that give us life, that are a part of God, is the proof that God exists.
Right.
In that sense, But is there a white man named
No,
Jesus
I didn't say
or
Christian
some
God.
shit? But that's what
Or-
I'm saying.
or an
is the
entity.
No, but
definition
even
of God,
still, but even what you
know?
said still can't be proven.
Just an
though.
entity.
And-
That's not a proof.
That's not
What
proof
do you
or
mean? The
unproof.
sun, bro. The sun
Still not
It's
proof.
makes the
proof.
plants
It just
grow
exists.
that you eat, that
Yeah, but
animals eat,
Still
that
not
give you
proof.
life.
Still not proof that the sun created itself.
Wow. Okay.
We don't know. And that's go back to what I said. We don't.
Well, okay, so then there goes another thought, native thought really, is that within us, within our own knowledge, traditional knowledge, is not knowledge that we do know. There is a view that, if from certain perspectives of native nations, that we actually do know, and we can call far back like that, So,
Maybe.
but like, how is that? It's like I haven't been exposed to that, and so I can't really like speak on it. But I
Haven't
just
been
know like
chosen.
this really, like, this really broad, like how it was presented to me. That that there is that view, but like we don't know.
The Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat.
We make it clear to see.
I'm just kidding. I'm not that much of a tonto.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But yeah, I mean, this, even just human history or the Earth's history, and the way we're presented with this whole Darwin shit, that's another fucking.
Yeah, that's one mindset.
Anyway,
Well, it's been a real one. Appreciate everybody coming here. Want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. I don't know if we just name them out.
You know this one though that you mentioned.
Yeah. One person is always giving us a shout out, and I don't think we've ever given them back a shout out. So shout out to Talali Totekayoro on Instagram, and
Get your pottery goods.
yeah,
Get your pottery goods.
yeah.
you get your pottery.
Handcrafted.
Who else?
That was the big one.
That was a big one. Yeah, so that's one that we've just been forgetting this whole time.
What are they called? They actually put me on their page.
Who?
Aztec. Oh, what are they called? Man?
Aztec?
I always make fuck it up. Is it graphic? Aztec graphics?
How did they put you on your page?
Aztec.
Aztec-y?
Oh, it's taking graphic.
Yeah, I rocked their shirt, the LA shirt,
Oh, nice.
and they put me on their shit.
Oh yeah,
Me and Ashley. Yeah, Aztec graphics.
dope. Shout out to them.
See, look at there I am.
Wow.
Nicole's there too. A few people there.
Damn. How much they pay you?
$0. All hey, like shoot me a shirt, another hat. Oh, hat. I'll take a hat. I'll take a fucking hat.
Yeah. how can we get some men's circle shirts?
Yeah.
Wow, there it is.
You know, we did.
Who else are we shouting out to?
I think that's pretty much it. I mean,
We'll put them.
we'll list them all somewhere.
Everywhere.
Check down there.
Maybe in the back.
Maybe up
Yeah, we'll
here.
probably put them in the back.
We just like speed round them, or I don't know. We'll list them.
Maybe I should
Anyway.
make a video and it just like
It
scrolls
could be
in
like
the
Star Wars
background.
scrolling back.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would
I
be
like
cool
that.
if you could scroll it. Oh yeah. Just
Or it could be like a ticker, like
Yeah.
the news,
Oh.
that spinning shit that's like giving you news.
yeah.
It's
No,
just our sponsors. Or,
yo,
or
shout
not
out,
sponsors, but
shout out to our sponsors.
shout-outs, or
The
shout-outs.
more you donate, the more love we'll give you.
Yeah.
They're like, Only Red Dog watches your show.
Shout out to Red Dog.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie Red Dog.
See you next
Yeah.
Friday or
Yeah.
whatever.
And shout out to Red Feather.
Red
yeah.
Feather. Oh, we
Appreciate
haven't
you,
shout out
Red
Red
Feather.
Feather in a minute.
So many
Love you, Red Feather.
You're always in the hearts.
Cool, cool.
All right.
That's it. One voice, one spirit, one heart.
Uh,
Home.